Snipers, Zambos.
Vampire nests.
This game's gonna get real intense.
Boob armor.
Boob armor. Welcome back to Boob Armor. You got a finger wiener? No? Alright, let's try that again. Hey kittens, welcome back to Boob Armor. You're here with Finger Wiener?
Gaisley.
And Steve. And fucking Steve. It's fucking Steve. Alright, so. What didn't they tell me?
Oh, sorry.
Give me my arsenal back.
Oh.
I'm expected to wed one of them and join my kingdom with theirs.
The world practically halted at her words. I stared. What? How could that be?
You had to marry one of them?
Yes, in order to make sure their ruler didn't ravage my kingdom with his army, I was offered at the bride to his heir, the eldest.
James.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like a double one? Make sure he doesn't ravage my kingdom
I
with
did
his
that on
army.
purpose.
Okay. She was to marry James? Made sense. If she was a princess and he was the oldest of the boys, then he was a prince ready for marriage. Still an arranged marriage.
Isn't that a little unfair to both of you, though?
Diana looked to me as if she knew I was going to ask what I had asked. She smiled. I don't care.
Sad as it may be, it's the reality of the situation. I either have to retrieve the boys and bring them back, or I have to fight the demon lord, and believe me, that is a particularly impossible battle.
Diana started to lick her fingers. The bruises that remained on her skin, but her eyes became almost distant. For some reason, I felt bad. Eventually, my alarm started going off, reminding me to school.
Squall.
School.
Oh no, please no school.
Excuse.
Please tell me we're not going to school. I sit up from my chair and grab my bag, walk down to the dining room.
And there was Lizette.
Oh, thank God.
And where are you going, might I ask?
I have to go to school.
Ah, I see.
I looked at Diana, feeling that she was up to something. She had her arms crossed, looking at me as if I owed her something.
What?
Well, I don't exactly want you to leave this house with the memories you have. I'd be breaking the rules if I allowed that.
But we had a deal. You stay for a day, I keep my memories until you leave. I still have to go to school, though.
Then skip school and stay home.
It is the opposite of what we just said.
What?
That or I go with you. Oh, fuck!
Yes.
No! What?
Diana was crazy. Crazy, smart. Sorry. Just going to my school is practically signing a death wish. Everyone would ask her out. What would I tell everyone? I know that's not what it's
I was about to say, like,
That's crazy.
I can't let you leave this house with those memories unless I'm with you. Rules are rules.
What rules?
I just made them up.
Rules of the world, what is she talking about? She just made him up.
The rules applies to any magical being that lives in the human world. They were established on a day just now you humans might know as the birthday of Jesus Christ.
What?
What? What?
Rules. Jesus.
Jesus. Alright, it's Jesus.
Is he making an appearance?
Wait, so does that mean Christianity is legitimate?
I'm so confused.
Yeah. This gets dumber as we go.
Yeah.
It's a story to some, a religious faith to others. I won't deny or prove religion exists because that's a human matter. Magical beings, on the other hand, don't pay attention unless they're angels from the world of heaven.
My curiosity was pecking.
Ugh.
I I wanted to know more. Diana was answers, questions, school conflicted.
Stay and I'll tell you more of these rude.
And if I go?
Fuck you. Then I'll take your memories now.
I was trapped. There's no way I could bring Diana. Don't take what little I have left, Andy. There's no way I could bring Diana with me without some repercussions, some sexy repercussions. If she took my memories now, then I'd go to school without remembering anything. However, if I stayed, well.
Oh, goodness. Oh, we're supposed to be dipping her. Take my memories. We're trying to stay single, remember?
Yeah, that's true. I said I wasn't going to win with Diana, but I had to live my life and she was not invited. Looked to Diana with almost a cold glare.
Take my memories, but make sure I'm able to go to school after. I have a life to live and I won't let you hold this over me.
Diana stared at me for a moment before nodding and taking out another purple vial, holding it out.
Drink this and you'll lose your memories. You must drink as much of it as you can.
I won't remember anything?
Not a thing.
And the boys? She's gonna wake up in a hospital as a potato with no memory of everything.
Let me deal with them. Drink.
Stared at the vial before looking to Diana for a hint of deception. She didn't look to be lying, so I sighed and uncorked the vial and drank down its contents. I felt my memories pick apart. It was like watching my memories become shuffled and certain ones burnt into the darkness of time. I quickly gripped to Diana as she held me close, and I'm sure there's something about rain.
It'll pass just a little longer.
I stared at her shoulder, feeling my body shake from the feel of losing my memories. It wasn't painful, but I could feel my soul cry out from this loss. The story I'd lived to learn was fading away, and I couldn't do anything about it. I had asked for this. It is more than I signed on for. The woman who helped me kissed my head and placed a black fruit slice in my mouth, allowing me to practically wake up from the juices it held. The memories of that woman vanished as well.
Be human. It's better if you remain ignorant. And I'm sorry. Thanks for the memories!
Even though they weren't so great!
Yeah! Thanks!
Well, darkness waiting to take hold, but I had to stay awake. I had to go to school. Why was I so tired? I opened my eyes and found myself outside my house on the stairs.
Not a potato.
Huh?
I looked around unsure of what had happened. How did I get outside? What happened last night? My confusion was broken by the sounds of Naomi's car pulling up to the mansion.
Oh crap, school, right!
My life became a blur. I was once again surrounded by people moving faster than myself as I walked through my life in slow motion. Memories of childhood haunted me throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Soon I let my entire last semester pass me by and I was on the cusp of graduating. I never felt more nervous about my life. What would happen after I touched my diploma? Would real life just sweep me away? Would I be left alone in a void of my own doing? It was hard to say. I stared at the graduation forms covering my dining room table, unable to process all of the information on them.
I'm gonna graduate.
My mind settled into a hush. Wow. A hushed rumble at the thought of graduating. I was nervous, excited, worried, bored, anxious, and angry all at once.
Why is she mad, bruh?
I don't know. What was I gonna do? Where was I gonna go after all this was over? What was my future? Why did my house feel so empty?
Because you're a fucking teenage girl living alone.
Yeah. I sighed and put my forehead against the wood of the table. My head had begun to spin, and I needed it to stop. Closing my eyes, I counted my heartbeat as it pounded in my head. Is this just a really long epilogue, or
It sounds like it.
What broke my concentration was my doorbell ringing.
Oh, finally.
I know, but why is it still going?
I know. Jesus.
I lifted my head and walked over into the lobby to open the door.
Who is it?
It's your father. I don't remember his voice.
That's about right.
My hand froze on the doorknob. Why was he here? I could practically feel the incoming lecture we were about to have emanating from the cracks in the door. I felt my nervousness take hold of my emotions as I simply stood there, staring at the frosted glass on the door at my dad's finger.
What is it?
I wanted to ask you. It's important. I opened the door, ushering him in. There was no use in denying the inevitable. My father stepped in and looked around the lobby like an investigative health inspector. I couldn't help but press my lips together in irritation. What do you want to talk about? You've kept the place clean. Good.
Thank you.
I want to talk about your future.
Great. What about it? I'm going to graduate and go to college.
That's not what I meant. I meant about you being part of Anderson Family Toys.
I stared. Was he serious right now? Did he really want to add another stress point in my life? I felt myself glare out of pure irritation with the topic. What about it?
Do you want to be part of the company?
Was he seriously asking me this? Was I getting an option? This had to be a test. This couldn't be real. You said I was to be...
I said, do you want to be part of the company?
I felt my mind go blank. Did I want to be part of the company? If this was the chance, if this chance was real, it was my only chance to do what I wanted without expectation over my head. I wanted to be free. I wanted to fly high and find my own path in life, blah. No, I do not.
May I ask why?
I want to choose my own future. I don't want to be stuck to an expectation. Ideas of the future, blah. I want to decide what to do with my life. If it's at Anderson Family Toys, then I want my heart to bring me there. My heart tensed in fear. Was he going to scold me? Was he going to be happy? What was he going to do? He sighed. His sigh almost frightened me to death.
You should do what makes you happy.
Did he really just say that? Dad? Are you dead?
I'll admit, I've been harsh on you. I thought that me pushing you would make you confident to take the family company. With you being in this place, though, I was worried that you'd turn out as curious as your grandfather.
Then why did you send me here?
Because I wanted to see what you would do if you weren't constantly under my influence.
My dad placed a hand on my head and rubbed it.
Looking at you now, I see a grown woman ready to take on the world. I deeply regret not being the dad I was supposed to be. Ugh, barf.
Suddenly, my dad pulled me into an embrace, burying his head on my shoulder. I stared wide-eyed over his shoulder, unable to take in what was happening. Was he hugging me for real? Was this serious?
I should have let you be a kid a while longer. Now that you're grown up, I can't guide you anymore.
I began to shake. This was real. This had to be. It was too emotional. Blah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blah.
I love you. No.
And then I broke. Am I crying? Memories of my dad and me. Cry, cry. He used to be kind. He used to care. He finally said, I love you. Daddy!
No. No.
Stop.
I'm a jackhole, and what I think shouldn't matter.
I leaned completely into my dad's embrace as he supported me to stand. I didn't care. I was with my dad.
No.
My dad gently pulled away and kissed my forehead, letting me hiccup with a small smile.
And then went away and never came back. I know. I screwed up your childhood.
Yep.
But I will be absent for your future.
I nodded, wiping my eyes. Yeah. I felt like I could do anything now.
Because he was gone.
My dad rustled my hair and stepped away from me and left. He walked out the door.
No. No.
Yeah, just go ahead and skip through this crap. There we go.
Dad left the house. Oh, I don't care. You can do it on your own finger.
I'll be okay.
Zach.
You who? Question?
Yes, you will be.
Oh.
I I quickly turned to the voice to see a woman dressed in black and gold dress smiling at me.
She's still relevant?
No. Where's the thingy?
It was as if she appeared
Thank you.
from out of thin air. I went into defense mode. Who are you?
Relax. I'm just passing by.
What do you mean? How'd you get in here?
You don't need to know that. I only came here to pick up a little something, and then I'll be gone.
What are you?
With a snap of the woman's fingers, I suddenly felt myself get warm. This feeling was familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint how. What was she doing to me? I watched as the woman walked to me and gently lifted my chin to look at my... No!
Look at my face with a smile.
There you go. No!
Yes, on the road, sweetie. I had to do a lot of running around, and it made me need a pick-me-up.
I felt myself nod. What was I doing? The woman smiled and gently lowered her face to kiss me. Like melting into the kiss. Why was she doing this? Oh God! Oh, I have too many ticks. My strength and energy drink. Why is everybody in her life like using her?
I gave her lip a little nibble.
Oh.
Why can't we hang out with the people who aren't using Finger Wee? You know what I mean?
Everyone's using Finger Wee.
Well,
It's
what about
fine.
Suzu and what's her face?
Well,
the cutie pie.
We could have gone to school and had a horribly shitty day with Lizette. But no, we fucked up and we wanted to stay single, and this is where we are now. Dealing with La Padre, getting force kissed.
Not my version. The woman pulled away and placed a small purple vial in my hand.
Drink up, sweetie. You need it.
Why? And now I didn't open the vial before pulling. Why would you just pour it into your mouth? Hey, stranger danger's not a thing. It was sweet like fruit, but wasn't overpowering, and I felt my energy return to my body as the last drop that dripped onto my tongue, but that was just a last minute, like, I'm gonna die, and then I died.
What?
A gift from me as a thank you for giving me strength to finally take what is mine.
Do we get to keep one of the boys?
What is yours?
The woman smiled before nodding to me and walking around me to the door. As she opened it and took a step out, she looked back to me.
Praetatorum.
Just make
Pos cunt.
Pos cunt? What?
Correct. Augurium deepermoris liberverets.
What am I?
Come.
Say the second word again.
What?
Just the second word.
Say pos cunt. Say pos cunt.
Pos cunt.
Well, just a verbal note, Andy. When you're editing this, make sure you don't monetize it. As she closed the door behind her, I suddenly felt my mind go back to being happy. What had just happened? Alright, my dad just left because he's an asshole. I felt more confident than ever, and I knew I could take on anything. I rushed over to the dining room and looked over the graduation papers with a small smirk.
I can do it. I can do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I walked across the school stage, took hold of my diploma with grace.
Wait. I keep doing that. Okay. Rest of the story can almost be passed over.
Oh, good. Let's do that.
Okay. What of my future? Well, it was free for me to decide now. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I would choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help build the family company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Did I want to go to space or create houses for the world's homeless population? Or get high?
I made it blue.
Whatever I was gonna do, I was gonna do it with a smile on my face, and I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. The homeless people live in our sorry. The next morning, I woke up and took all that I had. Oh, I got in too much of a rush. Took all that I had. You know what? It's fine.
I walked over the balcony window and opened it, stepped out on the patio, stared at the sky.
Yes! It was beautiful! The wind gently brushed over my face as I took in the smell of the morning. I felt a wave of confidence rush through my body as I stared into the sky.
I'll be fine. I'll be just fine.
She said as she rocked back and forth. I was confident that I could do anything now. My life was in my hands and I was strong enough to carry it. I was alone for now, yes, but eventually I knew that I would be happy at the end of my journey.
This is the most irritating monologue.
Yes, I still had 100 battles to face, 1,000 memories to make, 1,000,000 stories to write. This was just one of those stories. M.
My freedom, M. What?
Does that mean there's an ending for every letter? The end.
Maybe there's a letter for every possible fuck? Or not fuck, I guess. Anyways, well, we're so sorry, kittens, that we took you on that horrible journey of quite possibly one of the worst games I've ever had the great misfortune of having to play in my goddamn life.
Yep, there was only one thing that made that worth it.
What?
Special
Diana.
shout out to... Yeah.
Goodbye, Grandma.
That's
and
alright.
then she chuckled. See you later, kittens.
God damn it.
My ears legitimately started ringing louder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Leave it alone.